Hey, Dr. Amy here. If you're feeling like cancer is everywhere, you're right. You are not imagining it. People are being diagnosed more and younger than ever before. And when I was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer at the age of 30 years old and I was shocked. I had no family history of cancer. I was eating healthy and doing everything right. So what is going on? Why are cancer rates climbing and what can you do to protect yourself? In this video, I'm going to show you what no one else is telling you and how you can use this information to protect your family and potentially save your life. Now let's get this out of the way. Cancer rates are going up, not down. Globally, cancer cases have doubled over the last 30 years. In the US, and in Canada, we're seeing disturbing rate in the diagnosis of younger people with breast cancer, colorectal cancer, and endometrial cancer. Cancer that used to be rare before the age of 50. And this isn't just because of better screening or better detection. These are actually real increases. We're seeing more people get cancer and younger people get cancer. Now, I know this can be very scary and triggering, but I want to tell you that almost no one is going to say you inside of a cancer clinic up to 90% of cancers are preventable. Yes, 90%, that's what the data is telling us. So why are we still being caught off guard? Because no one is telling you how to prevent cancer. No one is actually teaching you how to lower the risk. And most people have no idea what quiet and simple daily habits are actually causing their cancer risk to go up every single day. Now, there isn't just one cause of cancer, but there are clear patterns that you just simply can't ignore. The first is nutrition. Our diets have become ultra-processed, nutrient-poor, and inflammatory. We're eating more processed foods and less fiber than ever before. This fuels chronic inflammation, which plays a critical role in cancer growth. We are also physically inactive. Sitting is actually the new smoking. Our bodies are meant to move, but we're spending more time sedentary than the generations before us. Physical inactivity increases the risk of 13 different types of cancer, and we're constantly exposed to environmental toxins, hormone disruptors, carcinogens, toxins in our food, our water, our air, even our personal care products, plastics, pesticides, they all add up. There's also a tremendous amount of stress and sleep deprivation. We glorify the hustle, but stress hormones and poor sleep are like the perfect store. This is immune dysfunction and cancer development. So when we zoom out, it's not just one thing. It's actually everything. A slow drip of risk that builds over time. Now, when I was diagnosed with age 3 ovarian cancer, I was completely blindsided. I remember thinking I was doing everything right. I exercised, I ate healthy, like where do I go from here? But once I started to dig deeper, I realized something life-changing. And there are quiet, hidden risks in your everyday routine. Things I didn't even realize were harmful because no one talks about them. Now, after my treatment, I made it my mission to understand what had gone wrong, how I could prevent this from ever happening again. And that's exactly why I created the Cancer Freedom Program. I share with you everything that I discovered for myself, and that's now helped over 500 women who have also been diagnosed with cancer. So if you want to eliminate your side effects and stay cancer-free for life, this is what's going to get you the best shot at doing that. I'm going to link up our application below. Click the link below to apply to work with me now. Okay, but here's what you're not being told. Here's the real problem. Is the healthcare system is reactive. We wait until you're sick, and then we try to manage it. But cancer isn't like a sprained ankle. It develops over years or even decades before it shows up on a scan. The best time to address cancer is before it happens. The second best time to address cancer is right now to make sure it never happens to you again. Docs aren't trained in prevention. They aren't taught how to detoxify or reduce your risk of cancer. They aren't trained to help you build an anti-cancer lifestyle. So when patients ask, what should I eat to reduce my risk of cancer coming back? Or what supplement should I take? Most oncologists just shrug and say it's not important. But here's the truth. You are not powerless. You do not have to live with the fear of a cancer recurrence. You just need the right strategy and the right plan. Okay? So if I had to boil it down, here are 3 core pillars of cancer prevention. I teach these exact strategies inside the Cancer Freedom Program. Number 1, nutrition that fights cancer. You do not need a trendy diet. You need real anti-inflammatory foods that fight cancer, rich in fiber, rich in antioxidants, and rich in phytonutrients. Your nutrition also needs to be customized to you. Everyone's body is unique, and you deserve a plan specific to you. The food you eat every day impacts you. It impacts your biology, and it's not just enough to say, here's a list of foods you should eat, and here's a list of foods you should not eat. It needs to be much deeper than this. It needs to look at the specific metrics of your diet. That's how you create a strategic anti-cancer nutrition plan. Looking at things like your macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, fat. Looking at things like your micronutrients, this is things like fiber and antioxidants, calcium and vitamins and minerals. This is the level of detail that you need. If you truly want an anti-cancer nutrition plan, this is number 1. Number 2 is that your movement matters. You do not need to train like an athlete or get a gym membership, but regular movement, even walking 30 minutes a day, that's going to lower your stress levels, improve, all right, your immune function, and reduce inflammation. Exercise is one of the most powerful anti-cancer tools you can use. We know that you can effectively lower your risk of a cancer recurrence by up to 59% just by using targeted exercise. Now, targeted exercise is not just cardio. It's a combination of low-intensity cardio and strength training. Low-intensity cardio is something like walking or swimming or biking. You do not need to be dripping with sweat. Strength training can be just with your body weight, or you could progress to resistance bands, dumbbells, or even barbells. But the point is here that you have to do both to get that 59% risk reduction. And number 3 is to detox your environment. Switch out plastic containers. Ditch synthetic candles. Make small shifts that have a big impact over time. These 3 pillars are what has helped me stay cancer-free over 8 years later. Now, removing environmental toxins can feel overwhelming. It might feel like you need to clean out your entire house and start from scratch, but do not do that. Instead, focus on the areas that are going to make the most impact. For example, a great place to start would be to remove plastic food containers. Especially if you put acidic foods in them or put them in the microwave. I'll switch them out for glass containers because the leaching that happens in the microwave or with acidic foods is tremendous. So we want to switch this first, and then in the weeks and months and years to come, you can switch out other environmental toxins. Okay. So now what do you do with all this information? Like, where do you actually start? You do not need to overhaul your life. That doesn't all need to happen today. You just need to make one small change and then another. Start with your breakfast. Take a walk, switch to glass containers. Say no to what drains you. Say yes to your healing. And if you're not sure where to begin, you can click below and apply for the Cancer Freedom Program and to work with me. Because here's the truth. Cancer is on the rise, but that does not mean you're powerless. You can change your story. You can rewrite your future, and I'm living proof. But if you want to go deeper than this, you need to watch this next video where I break down the most commonly dismissed causes of cancer. Here's what absolutely no one's talking about, and you need to know about it. Let's make sure you're not missing anything when it comes to your cancer. Then click the link here, and I'll see you in the next video.